Courage. I almost just called you Courage. I was going to say, people like Courage. Can you point out some for us?
I mean, you know,
obviously, like,
it's crazy that when I used to work at Twitch, there were not that many partners, right? Now there's so many amazing broadcasters, but you know, there are some recognizable names amongst a bunch. You know, you got your Hamlins and your Cyphers and your Agonies of the world that are just great content creators, great players, but enough about all that jazz. It's time to get into our last game of the day for the Stream Invitational. It's the duos matchup. Your TwitchCon attendees have been paired up with the Fortnite content creators. It's time to get it on.
This is where things are gonna get shaken up a little bit, you know? Now it's duos. So you have to rely on someone that you've probably never played with before in your life and say, all right, where are we dropping?
Yeah.
And they're like, listen, I like to drop tilted. It's probably what Courage and Lupo are saying. Actually, well, Courage is a greasy boy, so he's gonna go to Greasy Grove. But for everyone else, you know, you're like, what do we do? I mean, in that situation, what do you think you would do?
Well, I would, so in that particular moment, I would say like, hey.
By the way, that's the menu. Look at these outrageous prices.
$17 for some chicken nut, $8 for
that was $60 for a double royale with cheese, by the way. Beef Boss, this is why no one's there and they're hanging out with Tomato Head, okay? This is on you.
Wow, that's just some insane prices. So Myth will be paired up with Jason Raff, and they're gonna go around to Haunted Hills. Haunted ended up getting that new Haunted Castle that was added. Looks so cool.
Yep, up on the hill. And they're just by themselves. They've got this entire area by themselves.
Looking at the pairings here as well. That circle, nice circle, just right near the center of the map. Not going to get much on the Paradise side, but
J-Ribs and Pokimane, they've already found eliminations on the board. They're like, you know what? There's an elimination bonus on the line. Okay, all right, hold on.
That's actually pretty funny. So J-Ribs, for those who may not know, is a professional player in Gears of War, and I've been casting over this guy for a very long time. But he's paired up with Pokimane, so I wonder if he just happened to luck of the draw, just get himself into a team with Pokimane, and Pokimane marches on through, gets the elimination with the assault rifle, with the help of J-Ribs. This is actually a really good pair because J-Ribs is a good Fortnite player. And Pokimane, no slouch herself.
He's right. They've all been putting in work, man. They've all been doing these scrims and whatnot, so it all really does come through and show. Aries, Diamond, and Chocobars paired. Lay and Kitty Cloud HD. Kitty, not Kitty.
Fear itself eliminated Hell's Gates.
So Fear's already on the board. He's ready to go.
And remember, you got to keep in mind about that elimination bonus. Now over to Chocobars. Chocobars was pretty solid in that last game in the solos matchup. I believe she was eliminated
by Mikolau. And keep in mind, he went on a tear.
Yes.
So
until he ran into the legend,
Flossin,
known as Flossin.
Again, there needs to be some kind of thread like, who
Find
is this guy?
me Flossin. That's what I want to know. Find me Flossin. That's the only play. Actually, yeah, Flossin's paired up with Valkyrie. So, yes, it's a pair I'm looking forward to seeing.
There you go. And now Dr. Lupo and his dual partner actually has 2 eliminations, Christo.
Good start there. Not well. Oh, Monster D-Face is going to be gone. Monster D-Face and Chauncey are out too. You saw that in the kill feed pop up. We're on board though with Aries Diamond and Chocobars. Aries Diamond is TwitchCon attendee. Player's going to be right below them though. They're going to go for the engagement. Really tough spot to be in. Nice shot. Chocobars is going to get the knockout onto Kid Cloudy. A player though, knowing that don't really have much of an opportunity here to try and fight back. They have that high ground. You have to wonder if you're looting. You're not in this particular area as well in Retail Row. You're just going to probably have some brick, maybe some wood, but you're going to be really low on those resources. And Kid Cloudy is going to be gone. So I don't know who Kid Cloudy was with.
Their duo somewhere close by though, hanging out in the building. I mean, that was the right play. As soon as the duo goes down, you just got to bail, disengage. Luzu and OMG, I believe they're going to take down UC, and that is Chauncey, and this is Monster D-Face right there.
Slick. Very nice. Very nicely done there.
If I'm not mistaken, right in the background there, that's actually Mikolau that's spectating Chocobar, so Mikolau might actually already be eliminated. And he was the one that eliminated her before. The tables have turned.
And there's Lay. Lay's
Also,
just waiting.
he was Kid Cloudy's partner there.
Yes, yes. And we knew that he didn't fall. He wasn't eliminated, but we didn't know where he went. And he was looking at the I didn't get a good look at the resource there for a brief moment, but still though, we have Little Lovely with Kitty Plays here.
I'm actually, you want to listen into this?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's listen in.
I got med kits, disadvantages.
No words. They are all focused.
Not a lot of communication there, right? I mean, at this point in time, though, you're still in early game, right? So you're still just going to go out there, look to harvest, right? Just farm, gain some wood, gain some brick, metal as well if possible. Try and ward off any of the early attackers. We're at 85 players in this game. Still just so much action to be had. The storm hasn't collapsed quite yet. And you got a decent spread around the entirety of the map. I don't know if we can get an overhead view, but you know, you're going to start to see some of the players, you know, just trickle on in as the storm is pushing forward.
Yeah, I mean, Tilted Towers completely empty. No one is there right now. A lot of these players are actually near Lucky Landing. They're making their way north. The corrupted zone just south of Salty Springs is about to see some action because there's a duo there as well. And on top of that, Shifty Shafts, man. FemSteph is here, and it's Courage down below.
So WizK with FemSteph. Good pairing here as well. FemSteph, great player. I've had a chance to cast over many events that she's participated in. And WizK, another really talented one. The Savage Couch.
That's a Savage Couch.
That's I can't imagine what a not Savage Couch. I believe a Savage Couch is just a regular, like, you know, couch, right? It's like what does a Savage Couch look like? Does it jump around a lot? Does it like
I don't even
call
know.
you bad things and say mean things to you when you sit down? Like let's get down to the bottom of this.
We'll have to do some digging there. Search the internet. We have to find this out. I gotta know.
Internet, tell me what the Savage Couch does. Maybe someone just gonna be savage when they explain that to me. Who knows?
They're gonna be, you don't know what a Savage Couch is?
Yeah, how dare you? But here you go. Some more action going on. We're on top of this mountain.
Basically do work.
Basically do work is gonna get knocked down there. Bill with the follow-up onto Brant. And that will do it. Able to pick up the teammate too. And look at that kit.
He's good to go, man. The med kit there as well, as soon as he can revive his teammate.
J-Ribs with 3 eliminations.
Yep, so, and Pokimane has 1, so right now as a duo, they're sitting at 4. And you talked about, man, this J-Ribs is an ex-Gears of War player, right?
Yeah.
Or is he still current?
And right now, he is the current coach. No, actually, I'm sorry, not coach. He's just a part of Ghost.
Cool.
He was a player. He's taking a little break right now, but this guy, I can't say nicer things about him. Just the talent that he possesses is absurd. So Pokimane definitely lucked out pairing up with a guy like J-Ribs. And even for Pokimane too, right? She's been holding her own very much so in this game. She's prepared for anything that's going to come through.
See the damage to players
84
there.
damage on the players.
Pretty good. And only 46 damage taken. Think about that. So
Which
that
is
means
a stat that you don't really, like, kind of gloss over from time to time, but he engaged in 4 battles there, and only taking 46 damage, really just
That's really good.
getting himself in a good spot, right?
Those are just clean trades that he benefits from. I mean, Matt's looking pretty okay, all things considered, but check out the scoreboard, Golden.
Right now, J-Ribs and Pokimane are going to have the most eliminations. drlupo just took a massive chunk of damage, by the way. I don't know if we could jump over to Lupo's POV like right now, but something's going down over there. They're in a fight because his teammate, Christo, who has those 2 eliminations, lost the shield entirely. And there you saw that spread on that scoreboard, but we're going to go over to drlupo.
Oh,
They're just going to
see.
disengage.
So he must have accidentally taken fall damage because he has 85 shield.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think you may be right.
Yeah, unless he was taking damage and used shields in the time we were away. But you're right, Christo did, his shields cracked some.
Yeah, his shield's cracked, so they were fighting someone. 2 players, though, gliding away over on the right side here. And I think Lupo's just looking for his teammate. They want to squad up, be able to move forward.
Over to Chris Puckett, check him out.
Chris Puckett with Steve Orr and Base Ramos with Arun. E-Rune.
Ew, Rune. I like to say people's names weird.
It's always a fun part. It's always a fun part.
Yo, Puckett's going in.
You know, I don't agree with the use of the launch pad there. I don't think it was necessary for him to do that.
Well, so here's the thing too: is now with the addition of the glider redeploy, you just build a ramp.
Well, look at the resources
into the sky.
Look at the resources, right?
That's fair. Well, that's the thing. Even one that's 4 high is enough to get you some space. Okay, so they're making rotations over to the corrupted zone. They're hoping for shadow stones. There's still some left behind. Only 3 though, so players have been kind of 3. Okay, there's some on the left as well. So they're going to shadow stone. They're going to bounce onto these little craters and then use that to just propel them forward.
All right, so we'll join them later on, but over to Tilted Towers as we have a lot of action taking place here. Svenos and Bliss.
We saw Bliss take the guy down with the quad.
If they don't win this game, I'd be shocked. Honestly, I would be very shocked. And Ava with Ghost Camo, it's another really good pairing too.
What are the chances? Like, this was all random, and then like what?
I think you have to be happy if you're Bliss pairing up with Svenos, because you get that 2nd place in the last game, but also Bliss, he is shown that he's got the talent, he's got the skill.
You see that kill feed? drlupo finds an elimination there. So now him and his duo rack up another one.
Anthony Kongfan was eliminated, just saw that pop up in the kill feed there.
So this is interesting. You got Courage here, Svenos is here with Bliss. Spaceline coming up behind here over this hill with a Shadow Stone. I'd be curious to see if his partner is still alive. But there's a lot of big names here that are coming together. And look, Camo and Ava GG is here. Pack-a-Punch just landed a touchdown. Over the hill is Myth.
Myth is still in this one. This is going to be so crazy. This circle is going into Tilted and Leaky Lake.
And it's up now.
It's over the lake now. Oh. Boy, this is going to be intense. I cannot wait.
So Isaac, Courage knocks Bunny Ninja with a sniper at 36 meters. And now Isaac is looking to make the rotate. This is what I was talking about with the glider redeploy. You just build ramps. And then you use this, you hop off the top, and you can redeploy again. Just like that.
Isaac Live, one of Poland's finest here. Very well-known broadcaster out there, and breaking out here in North America. But also, I do want to acknowledge something. Look at, there are 72 players left in this game.
Yep.
And there is not a lot of real estate to fight over, buddy.
There's really not, and a lot of that is, check out the floating island. Kitty Plays is here as well as Typical Gamer and his duo. So, I mean, that's the thing.
You're going to have the floating island, and you're also going to have action going on down low by the lake. There's a lot going on there, right? And look at this. There's 70+ players still stuck in this area.
Yep. And don't forget the people down in Tilted, they have to make their way north, so they have to fight through each other. 5-2 people have already gone to safety and fortified. And now drlupo's fine. He's on a mountain. He's good to go. Take a look at the damage to players and taken. And in the kill feed there, see Linear Young. Ares takes down Ares. Chocobar knocks Linar.
Chocobar has been very good throughout the Stream Invitational.
He's popping off, man. And that's the thing, man. You can never count any of these players out. They're all incredible. Look at that. And shotguns Viper. And then with that, the follow-up, Linar is eliminated because he was knocked down, so they both fall to Chocobar. Oh, Svenos and Bliss, though.
Yeah, this is the pair, man. This is probably one of the favored pairs here in the Stream Invitational Duos matchup. And Svenos, I like that. He's marking it. He's telling Bliss, because, you know, he doesn't play with Bliss, right? So he doesn't know what Bliss knows call-out-wise, right? Just go where I'm marking here, and let's work together, and let's get this win. They still don't have any eliminations, though.
They do not. I'm not even sure where Bliss is. Okay, he's far. I mean, Svenos is kind of moving away from him right now. They need to try and regroup.
I think they're thinking about going up to the floating island. He was looking up there.
I mean, at this point, man, they're like, okay, look, there's 66 players left in the current lobby. We know where the current safe circle is. We need to see what the next one is, because that's going to determine what our rotation looks like.
Banana split with Markaloris. Markaloris really was just so good in that last game in our game 1, but game 2 in the solos match, didn't really see Marcus name pop up all that much. Banana Split though gets the elimination onto Zetas with the rifle.
And here we go. It's time to see where the new... So we're moving now away from Floating Island, back toward Tilted. So a lot of these players that are on the northeast side, they're going to use that vortex to redeploy their glider and then make safe rotations. Minigun is out, but he's only got 16 bullets. It's really not. The small bullets are pretty easy to come by, so I'd imagine Berdina has small bullets for him.
Something to give him.
I mean, so I think he's going to... Right there, that's why he stops. He's going through his inventory. Yeah, so he had 80, he had 81, or has now 81 small bullets. So I'm assuming he passed off whatever he had.
Yeah. Good kid loadout though, but here's a replay of the action that took place earlier. It's when chicalive actually picked up 2 of those eliminations. And just look at that support, right? Teammates pushed up further. She's just raining down with the rifle.
Look, keep in mind, her dual partner is down by herself. She has 5 eliminations. She is popping off in this game. Now, J-Ribs and Pokimane are currently at 4 eliminations as a duo, so they're right behind chicalive. But that's as a duo.
And J-Ribs and Pokimane, as a duo, could realistically take over here. Chicalive will be in a really tough spot. 62 players left here. The storm is only going to collapse more. Those circles are only going to get smaller, and these players are going to have to interact with one another, and it will be pandemonium. Courage got taken out by Gotaga in the feed there. You just saw it.
That is unbelievable. The French monster takes down Courage and says, not today, friend, not today.
Resource-wise, chicalive, if she needs to disengage, and
she's looking great.
Yeah.
I mean, 1K mats as far as wood goes, and then 300, 300, looking really, really good. We actually, Fear, Typical Gamer and Kitty Play still here. We kind of saw them earlier, and now look, Fear itself looking to join the fray as well.
And Typical Gamer, he knows that, like, well, one, you're in a floating island. Everything happens over here. So many players like to come to the floating island. There's a lot of movement options that you have out of here as well, because you can glide practically anywhere. Typical Gamer understands this better than anyone else. He plays on the floating island so much that you saw it earlier when Ninja was up here and Typical Gamer, like, shot up. Even Ninja was like, wait, what? You can do that? Like, that's how familiar with this location Typical Gamer is. So I will give him that slight advantage, despite them being surrounded, that he knows how to play around this. Underneath them, though, you see Kitty Plays and Lulu Lovely hanging out. No reason really for them to move, as they're all presently going to be within the circle. And I think they could still
I think
be
they just
in.
lucked out. I believe they actually just lucked out.
There's the winner of that last solo game. Kinstar with Nuwudo was a player I think he actually took out in the solo match. I could be wrong here, but even then, Kinstar, if you see you got paired up with him, you have to be very happy about that. This guy's an absolute beast at Fortnite.
Yeah, and just the way he builds. Going into late game, he always has an abundance of materials. He's very cognizant of how to build, where to build, and his game sense, super great.
By the way, J-Ribs and Pokimane have been eliminated. chicalive is still alive and picked up another elimination. So she's at 6 eliminations currently as we jump on board with her POV.
This is it, chicalive. You got this. We believe in you.
And a great kit too. She's got that blue AR. She also has that green tack, which is a decent weapon to have here. I'm pretty sure you'd want to have a heavy shoddy in that particular situation. Also with the sniper and the launcher. Got some bandies to keep her topped off as well. No shields, which I'm sure you'd want in this situation. And a ton of resources. chicalive, maybe, it would be insane if she gets into a position to win this game. But if she keeps going like this, she will have that 10K bonus, 20K bonus.
That's right, just for elims. Myth looking to line up the shots, couldn't quite connect all of them. And again, he's also by himself, so keep in mind, both chicalive and Myth, being a partner down, if you think about it, just a numbers game, 50% of your damage is gone.
Yeah, and it's gonna come down at the end to if a team or if a duo is still kicking when you're in that top 10. But look how many players are around here.
Spenos, I believe, oh, okay, Alexia Ray is actually down. I believe she went down to Bliss. That's Spenos' teammate.
And at the top, you have Lupo just waiting it out. Flossin still in this one. Yes. No bias at all, folks. No bias at all.
The legend of Flossin. So Myth is going to try and bank this off that back wall. Not far enough. So there's like a perfect distance utilizing this grenade launcher that you can get to like perfectly burst and blow off potentially 2-3 walls. He's not at the optimal distance though.
Over to drlupo, and a crate just given.
A minigun. Oh, look at the loadout on drlupo. He's got basically nothing, just small bullets. And he's committing to making this rotation. This is gonna hurt him. I don't know that he's...
He still manages to stay alive with 8 HP, but at what cost, Lupo? At what cost? You only have 3 shields there, but if anyone can make this work, it is going to be drlupo. But there are so many players here. It is a sea of humanity here at the lake. Things are about to go down, and this is awesome, Zeke. Awesome gameplay.
He needs to be super careful, Golden. I mean, he hasn't even taken the second mini yet. He's got
so many players are getting knocked out by the storm. So many FemSteph is knocked out by the storm. Look at that. Look at that, people. That's what Fortnite's all about right there. So many people staying alive. It's all about the cash. Players outside of the storm. It's pandemonium.
Valka's down, squatting down is squatting dog is down. Lupo just went down as well. He was knocked by the storm. It's ticking for 8.
So everyone's just dropping like flies. You see the player count at the top right of your screen. Myth is going to be trapped outside, but he has a med kit. He has a med kit.
Someone else used a Rit to go, and he just happened to get picked up.
Like, what are you even supposed to do there? By the way, rocking the umbrella, God bless. Anyway, like, what are you supposed to do there in that scenario? What are you supposed to do? Ghost Camo takes out Agony.
Myth very quickly looked for... Did you see the stats? He's only taken 24 damage? What? Myth, how? You legend. So Myth is trying to calculate where he's going to go. His trajectory, Iran there goes down.
He took a bunch of damage there, though. I think he's going up against Corn Rio, and Christo's going to be out, so drlupo's team will be eliminated there. Myth going to have to pop that med kit. He'll have time as well. So many players. Pack a puncher. You could basically sneeze on him, and he will be eliminated from this game. You can throw cotton candy at the man. There you go. Pack a puncher's going to be gone. Gotaga's going to be trapped outside.
Symphony is super low down below. If he's not careful, he touches that storm wall, he's going to take damage.
Kinstar is still going to be in this. Symphony, the Edit God. Fear itself is going to be eliminated. Player's going to be down low. I think that will be Myth. No, that's Base Ramos. Base Ramos is going to go.
Myth eliminated Sir Wing somewhere, so Myth must still be alive.
I saw the Frost Umbrella, and I thought that was Myth there for a brief moment.
Yeah, gotcha. Myth is still alive. He's only got 1 elim. Svenos is here as well by himself. A lot of these people, their dual partners down. This is coming down to singles.
Yeah, some of the best. Yeah, Corn. You got Conario. You have Scissors, Typical Gamer, Myth, Kinstar, Gotaga, Svenos. All these players left alive. Svenos just took up to the top there.
And Myth takes down Symphony, who was super, super low. And look, he still has a Slurp Juice. He needs just 2 seconds. That's it. It's okay. He's going to take a little bit of damage from the storm, but it'll be topped off. And he's facing off against Svenos. NA versus EU happening right now.
Svenos has no resources. He's very low on HP as well. He's going to be trapped outside. He's getting chunked for a lot of damage.
It's Typical Gamer from up top.
Typical Gamer. Oh, Typical Gamer gets the win. The victory royale. Wow. So well done from Typical Gamer. 4 eliminations in that game for him. Myth finishing in the top 3. Svenos second place yet again, but still a profitable day for the European Wonder God.
Wonder God.
That's what I'm calling him now.
There you go.
Here's the final moments from that game from Typical Gamer's POV. Picks off Myth, finds Svenos low. Svenos basically was at 12 HP, gets a W, and Typical Gamer. I mean, really, the 3 players that you see here, so exquisite at Fortnite. So fun. So fun.
Man, and that's, I mean, Typical Gamer, again, he stuck to his guns just like we called out earlier. He utilized that floating island to his advantage, and then he just maintains high ground. He's letting everyone else duke it out down below. And the moment he knows his 3 people, they're fighting, he's like, all right, I'm going to get some of this action. Keep in mind, he didn't actually know where Svenos was. Svenos caught him by surprise and cracks him with the pump. But he had 100 health, 50 shield, so.
He had that upper hand there. Both Myth and Svenos were scrambling, right? Because Svenos backed out into the storm. He ended up getting chunked for a sizable amount of damage. And then you also had Myth, who also ate some storm damage too.
Yep.
So they're like engaging with one another. Myth, he popped off with that Slurp Juice, trying to keep himself in this game. But Typical Gamer up above, he was there, I would say the whole time they played around that floating island. That was his spot. That was where he wanted to go. And because of that, the way that the circle and the storm ended up collapsing, that worked out beautifully for him there, buddy.
Typical gamer, man, showing up, coming out, and that's, don't forget, placement is king, so he's going to walk away with a nice bonus there with his dual partner. And again, it came down to just singletons. Everyone's dual partner had fallen. It was 1v1s all the way around. And man, it's all about early rotations. You got to know how to rotate on into the storm. We saw a lot of players get lost to the storm there.
Yeah, and there was a point where we had 63, 60 players somewhat, and you just started to see that player count tick, tick, tick. Players were just dropping like flies. It was so awesome to see at that moment, man. Because,
eliminations.
Yeah, you love to see that, right? Because it's about who's prioritizing, who's thinking about where they want to move, who's got the resources to be able to deal with the moving storm, which a lot of players really don't think about. But here's some highlights from that game. Marky Loris was a star in game number 1 here, doing the business again. You also had that J-Rivs Pokimane storyline. J-Rivs and Pokimane went really far. Choco Bars was Choco went so far.
I'd be curious to see what her